I think that's my turn, or is that yours?
No, I don't know.
I'm saying a lot, sorry.
Okay, sorry, I need to do that one again. Hi, I'm Rine. I'm a Bachelor of IT student, and I'm joined here today by Lorna, who's a lecturer in interaction design. And today we're going to answer some of your questions.
All right, I have the first question. Why did you choose the University of Queensland?
I chose to study at UQ because it has a global reputation as an academic institution with world-class teaching staff. And when comparing to other universities, I really found that UQ let me choose my own courses, which I liked based on my individual preference.
Why did you decide to study information technology?
So the reason I chose to study IT is I've always had a really big interest in technology and any sort of science-related subject. And I found that IT really allows me to be creative and design, whilst also doing logical stuff such as problem solving. And so it really just combined those two favorite things of mine for me. And I have a question for you. So who should study information technology, Lorna?
Anyone who has a keen interest in technology, who is interested in problem solving, who's creative, who is interested in how technology impacts our world around us, and is interested in creating that technology to make a better future.
So I have another question for you. Can you do a major, and what are the options?
Okay, so the Bachelor of Information Technology at UQ will give you a broad range of skills across the information technology field. Every IT student will study across 3 broad domains, so people, code and data. And you can, of course, choose to specialise. So user experience design focuses on the human-centred computing side of things, so understanding the people you're designing for, understanding what they're using the technology for, and how to then apply that into the design of software. Software design focuses on developing useful, effective software to realise those solutions, and then the software information system side of things looks at how we deal with the data that underlies all of those systems. So how do we manage our data, how do we store it, and how do we use it within those digital technologies.
So can you go a bit more into what is UX?
Okay, so UX is an acronym that we use for user experience design. So user experience design is a field of information technology that looks at the people who are involved. So it's grounded in a really deep understanding of who you're designing for, what they're using that technology for, how they're using it, and how all of that interacts with all of the competing demands on people. So it's about going beyond fit for purpose, so usability and functionality, and looking at the experience that it generates in terms of the emotive and psychological qualities.
Yeah, cool. And so why do you enjoy teaching UX and design?
So for me personally, I'm a maker. I love creating, whether that's through knitting or through code or through gardening. And my goal as a lecturer here is to equip students with a design process. So it's about how do we create effective technological solutions that are embedded in a really deep understanding of the context and the user. So that journey is a roller coaster. So it's really great fun to see students engage in that journey, to see them develop their process and evolve their process and take a piece of technology from concept to realization and all of the highs and lows that go along with that. But the really lovely part about it is at the end, seeing them show that work off and seeing them being really enthusiastic about the work that they do, and getting them, seeing the pride that they take in their work when they're talking to other people. Rina, what is a day in the life of a student like?
Yeah, so that really depends. Some days are obviously busier than others, but typically I try to go to my lectures and tutorials and practicals, and then in my breaks between those, I try and meet up with friends, grab coffee or go for a lunch. Sometimes we even go study in the libraries, which is really great and social too. After uni, I tend to either try and stay active through Handball Society here at UQ, or I also try and do social things like meet up with friends and go for dinner, go to the cinema, go to the beach, that sort of stuff, yeah. Okay, so Lorna, do I need to be good at coding to study this degree?
Short answer, no. The long answer is no. We equip you with those skills here at, in the Bachelor of Information Technology. So we don't expect anybody to come into the program knowing anything about coding, just that you have an interest in technology. And what we develop here is not only exposing you to a bunch of different programming languages, but also what you need to be able to apply those programming languages. So the computational thinking that allows you to think in a way that lets you build those programs. And that's much more important than being actually able to code. Do you have any advice to high school students interested in this area?
I would advise them to play around and look at code examples and web design examples and sort of play around with them and see if they like it. I feel like this could really help them give an impression of whether they would like the degree or not, because you don't really know anything unless you've tried it, I think.
Absolutely.
So Lorna, what are the best aspects of the course?
So for me, in the Bachelor of IT, the best aspect is our studio stream. And I think that's something that's quite unique that we offer. So across each year of the program, students will study a studio course. And the aim of this course is that students bring skills and knowledge that they've learnt across all of their other courses and all of the other stuff that they do more generally to propose, design and deliver a technological solution over the course of the semester. So the really nice thing about this is that the students have ownership of the project. So they drive the project, it's theirs to develop and it's theirs to evolve. And then they showcase it at the end of the semester. And the great thing about the studio is that these sort of increase in complexity over the course of the program. We use them as our capstone projects in the final year of study. And it's nice for students to have this thing to show off at the end of each of the courses. And that's probably my favourite part of the program.
Yeah, I completely agree. It's so fun and you're encouraged to sort of do whatever you like and you don't have to follow like all the steps to a point, which I think is really fun and creative as well.
Yeah, and you get to apply the skills, and I think that's really important that you get to practice them.
No, I agree. So what does the future of this industry look like?
Bright. I think because technology touches every part of our lives now. We use it for work, we use it for play, we use it for entertainment, we use it for health, we use it across almost every industry. And we need really good IT professionals to go out there and build and design technology that works for society, works for individual users, works for companies. And I think there's some really great opportunities out there within the IT, in the future of the IT industry. Yeah.